about to set the train, cause I be on the road. Yeah. I just touch up in this bitch, niggas thought it was a joke. Yeah. Told you I ain't playing with you niggas. I be charged up, super sane with you niggas. Shit ain't been the same with you niggas. Yeah, I told you we the real ass. And I ain't playing with you niggas, oh yeah.
What's good, podcast? I'm your host, CJ King, at CJ_is_King on Instagram and Twitter, and you're locked in with the CJ Brain Experience. On today's episode, episode 15 of the Black Voice Podcast, my guest is no one but the only Tre Louis, man.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm glad you have me on the show, bro. About time I got you on the show,
most deaf.
Yeah, man. Real quick, where can they find you on social media at, bro?
I'm the real Tre. That's IMTHE.
That's Instagram? That's that Twitter?
Oh, Instagram, Twitter, all of that. I'm the real Tre. IMTHE REALTRE on everything.
Okay.
Everything.
All right, bet, bro. All right, so tell them a little bit why you came, why you graced us with your presence on the podcast,
man,
bro.
Most deaf. I really came, bro, because I believe in supporting the people that support you.
Facts,
you know,
man.
and I most definitely appreciate you, bro. You always post my stuff when you dropping. You know what I mean? Always telling people to check it out. You know, and who would I be if I didn't reciprocate that same energy?
Facts, man. Facts, man. I love that. I love it. You gotta help support out there who support you, man.
For real, bro.
Yeah, you know that's what it's all about, man. Because you know that crab in the barrel mentality, it ends with us.
Yeah,
it ends with us.
For real,
It
has to, man. It has to, bro. It's the age of the entrepreneur, man. For real.
Facts, man. Facts. All right, man. So you ready for this interview, bro?
Oh, most definitely.
We finna get into it. We got a lot to talk about.
I'm always
bro.
ready to talk.
You know we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah,
I mean, you should be ready to talk. You're an artist out here.
I got you.
You know, you got a mic in front of you. You should feel right at home.
Oh yeah, I'm comfortable, cozy. Yeah.
All right. So before we get into it, I ask all my listeners and followers out there to please like this video. You know, you give me a thumbs up if you like this video. You know, I always ask my guests on the show to give me a good goal that we can reach. You know, and for likes. So what do you think, bro? What do you think we can reach for YouTube likes on this video?
Likes. What's your average?
Well, it's very hard to get people to like video on YouTube.
Yeah, it is. That's all I was saying. But
it's very hard to get people to like it on YouTube.
We're gonna do above.
We're trying to do this law of attraction. We're gonna speak into existence.
We're gonna get at least 50.
50.
We're gonna shoot for 50.
All right, we can shoot for 50. We can go for 50. If I can get 50 people, you know, over time, we'll get to it. Over time, it's a patience game. It's a patience game. Over time, if we get 50, my day has been made. This episode's done good in our opinion, in our view.
When it hit 50, I'm gonna hit you up. Like I told you.
All right, bet. All right, you're gonna be watching. All right, bet. All right, so if you really like this video, man, I ask that you please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please subscribe to the channel. You know that red button in the bottom left corner underneath this video, like it's gonna pop up like right about now, right between me and him. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to click that, like right there. You know, and when you click that, don't forget to also click that bell notification icon too. That way you are updated whenever I drop a new video to the channel, so you don't miss a single thing. Because we got great vibes coming for you all 2019 long. All right, we'll get right to it right after these quick messages. All right, origin story, bro.
Origin story.
So let's get into it. Tell me about your origin story.
All right, I'm gonna try to keep it. I don't want to make it too long. But I'll say as far as music goes, not to sound cliche, but I've really been surrounded by music my entire life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, in some form or fashion. But my appreciation for it really came about from just watching my pops. He did spoken word poetry.
Okay.
You know, yeah. So when I was younger, you know, like it'll be older venues, but it was my pop's event. So
yeah, kind
of like I'll be the young kid. You know what I mean? Sitting there just watching poets do their thing and stuff like that, or even just watching them get ready to.
So when was that? Like how old were you when was that?
I was probably like in elementary school. Like,
okay, so we're talking 6, 7, 8.
Like yeah, like 4th, 5th, 6th.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what I mean? Like yeah, like that young. And he was a radio personality back in the day. You know. So it's just like always been, you know, crates of records in the house, you know, stuff like that. And so like my appreciation for it really came, it was before like music, my appreciation for the art, like I said, came from the poetry, like the words. I really used to just love the way people put words together
and make it rhyme and just flow, right?
Yeah, and just flow. You know what I mean? And just like all kind of stuff. Like my pops, the few times I did have a good conduct folder, he'll take me to the record store. And he'll let me pick one. Folder. You know what I mean? So he'll like pick one you want.
Yeah.
And then he'll tell me like, you know, experiment, like pick something else. So, you know, I'll end up with like a Kanye West CD and a Pink Floyd CD. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so it's just vibing like that. I played the piano too.
Did you?
Yeah, when I was younger.
Okay, yeah. I grew up playing trumpet.
Yeah,
that's dope. I was on the brass. You know, the crazy thing about that is though, bro. I played it all the way through elementary school, and I was playing up into high school. I actually got really good in you know, not high school.
See, I
middle school. I was playing in middle school, not high school. I thought I was playing high school because I was so good. I got invited to play in the high school concert band when I was in middle school. So that's how I messed that up. Yeah. But I was that good. But I ended up quitting because my band director literally made me choose.
Oh yeah,
and
sports.
Because I came to practice with like with a messed up hand, and he said, you know, you got to choose.
Yeah.
And when you gave me an ultimatum, I'm not gonna choose what you would normally. You want me to go one way, change. I'm gonna go the other way.
Go follow the other way, man. I feel that, man. You gotta follow your own heart. You know what I mean? But like I say, so it grew from that, man. Just always being around poetry events, being in the studio.
Yeah.
When they recording projects, you know, just watching people how they jam sessions and stuff like that. And man, another crazy thing my pops used to do, man. Like I was a bad kid. I was always in trouble. So like I'll get punished, and like looking back, I'm thankful for it. But like,
he take the music away from you?
No, he didn't even take the music away from me, bro. Like my punishment will be like, man, you gotta. You know, you punished until you write between this page and this page in the dictionary.
Okay.
Like crazy. But it wouldn't be like hella pages, but still like 2 pages front and back in a Webster dictionary.
That's a lot of words. Especially for
a
kid, you know?
Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like...
Them words be small too.
Yeah, but it grew my vocabulary. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It like most definitely like grew my vocabulary and stuff, you know? And it didn't help I had a smart mouth. Like, always. You know what I'm saying? So...
So that brings me back because I'm listening to you, and you said when you had a good report card or conduct card, right?
Yeah.
You had a smart mouth. You must not have had a good conduct card.
Not often, bro. Not often.
You going to the record store was like
yeah, it was like, okay, it's that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We gotta pick some bangers. Like I don't know when the next time we'll be in here, pops. You know. So like, but yeah, man, and then like I say, it grew from that and. Really, my very first rap, like, I guess, song, experience, or whatever, was crazy. We was at church, they had a talent show. And so me and my dude Ty, who actually still is my producer to this day.
Okay, shout out to Ty.
My boy Rex, he does a lot of the management and stuff for us. And we just formed a little rap group for the church talent show.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And it was dope, you know what I mean? But like, that was the first time, like, you know, we didn't record the song or nothing, but we had performed it live over some instrumental. I forget, but yeah, that was the first.
That was what started.
Yeah, that was the start, bro. And I'm still like making music with the same guy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we did that, and like I say, it elevated into me, you know, freestyling, rapping. You know, all around, like, you know, my cousins and them found out I could rap. My pops would be, oh yeah, Trey, come do a freestyle, do a da-da-da-da-da, you know? And then it was one of his producer friends he knew, man. He had some recording equipment. And it was like a little home studio setup or whatever. But we had like the Pro Tools and stuff at the house. And this is like way back when, you know, this was when the Max was still the big box that you had to hook up to the screen. Yeah, man, like crazy. So
AOL, like
yeah, and I was, you know, but we
one of them, huh?
Yeah, we learned how to record around that same time. My dude Ty, and we young as hell.
Yeah.
But my dude Ty, he started picking up the Fruity Loops, making beats and stuff.
I remember those. I remember that. I even downloaded those just to try to just to mess around with.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know what I was doing.
But yeah, he mastered it now. You know what I mean? But
he
like,
still uses Fruity Loops?
Man, he used Fruity Loops, but he real hardware based, so he got a lot of external hardware that
okay.
You know what I mean, that he put into it. He kind of just used that as his interface. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, but he still used the Fruity Loops. But like I say, went from that. Then I just started recording, man, you know, and then people were rocking with it. I was making like, you know, burning the CDs and having to write on them.
Mm-hmm.
This back in middle school when I was making music.
It was before the smartphone generation.
Yeah, this was before the smartphone. This was like, bro,
See, they got generations that don't understand what we're talking about.
Yeah, they don't understand what I'm saying.
Like, they don't understand the
literally in middle school, like
how you got to go to you got to lock down the computer at your house all day, scanning CDs,
them, scanning them, putting them on, writing them on them with a Sharpie. You know what I mean? Putting them in the sleeves, bro, and going handing them out, man, handing them out. That was middle school. High school, I started getting a little more serious about it. You know, picking up a little traction and doing a little like local shows, birthday parties, things like that. But it was still the same concept, just putting it out and running with it, you know. Yeah. And I had fun, you know. That was back when it was just, you know, I was just doing it to do it, you know, because I got into it so young. It was like, all right, it is cool. People rocking with me for this. People like that, you know what I mean? They like the way they sound. And
because you know, with little people, a lot of people don't know this, but me and you have actually some history. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we went to the same high school together, bro. Like, I literally could be walking down the hall and literally see you doing your thing.
Yeah, for real, man. Like in middle school, bro, like, people don't bump CDs now, but like for somebody in high school, like I said, to like man, I'll go and pay, and this is when I was past the, you know, like doing the Sharpie joints. Like I pay, like get 1,000 of them printed up. You know what I mean? So I'll sell what I can at school, give away what I can at school, and me and my dude Rex, like I say, bro, we'll ride around, like just ride around Baton Rouge, like it shows we not even old enough to get in, like, and catching people, man. Check this out.
Slinging, check it out.
Yeah, man, running up on DJs at radio stations, man.
Yeah, that's how you do it, man.
Yeah, we ain't get that much.
Hustle. It's the process. You gotta love that.
It wasn't that many opportunities, like as far as, you know, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna help you with this, help you with that, but it was a lot of experience. You know what I mean, gained in those times. Yeah, like most definitely, you know, and it like opened my eyes to a lot of the possibilities and really what I wanted to do, you know. So it just snowballed, man.
Yeah, man. Like, yo, that's great. And look at you.
Yeah, bro.
And you still just getting started.
Oh yeah, man. I'm so far from my ceiling.
You stole from your ceiling. Like, you don't even have a ceiling, bro. That's how you gotta look at it.
Hey,
there is no ceiling.
Appreciate that.
Like, you can be as big as you want to. You know what I'm saying?
For real. You gotta believe it, man.
You gotta believe, like I said, that law of attraction, bro. Like, I'm a firm believer in that.
Hey,
like, you gotta, like, you say you want to be the best rapper alive, claim it and say it for yourself, and watch your subconscious mind get to work. Yeah. To make it happen for you. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
It's like,
for sure, I feel that.
It's all about being consistent and pushing out great content. Yeah. That's the game.
That's what it's about for me. It's more so, you know, like the quality over quantity. Yeah. You know what I mean? I take pride in that because, like I said, my true appreciation for it. Really, like, it started, like, you know, and sometimes you lose sight. Because, like I said, like, on my journey, especially rapping, man, like, at a young age, you start, you know, you go overindulge in some stuff, you know, you go rock with it, and you sit back and you be like, man, you know, like, the turn up and, like, the attention and all that other stuff, man, all that's going to be there. You know what I mean? You get back to the art. Because once you start focusing on that, I feel like you dilute the craft. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, you gotta like have a real solid foundation, or like everything go fall over. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna get too heavy one day. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But like you just gotta have some real solid roots. You know. So.
All right. So tell me, where does your passion for music come from, bro?
My passion comes from like nowadays really it's like speaking for the people around me. You know what I mean? Who really don't have a voice or platform, or like more so speaking for myself, you know what I mean? Because I know we are humans, and, you know, a lot of people, they tend to, you know, try to hold up this front, you know, and this facade and this and that. But, like, for me, personally, my music, you know, is, like, I touch all aspects of my personality, you know what I mean? Like, some days I'm introspective, bro, and I feel like, you know what I mean, I could change the world, you know what I mean? Other days, I wake up, bro, and man, we turn, you know? Yeah. And it's like that, you know what I mean? But like I say, that's what my passion is, really just evoking emotion. Like I really love, like when somebody listens to something and they say, I felt blank. You know what I mean? Whatever. Like if I can make you feel something, like, you know, if you play one of my songs and it puts you in a mood, any mood, like that's what I did it for. You know what I mean? Like to invoke that feeling. So that's why I say I really speak to and for the people around me, you know, because most of my stuff is inspired by conversations,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, and situations and stuff like that. So
Yeah, that leads right into the next thing I was going to ask you. Like, who would you say like influences your sound? Like, where do you think you like musically?
musically,
Yeah.
you mean as far as like rappers?
Yeah,
in the industry?
other rappers in the industry.
Mm,
Like, you know, who do you pull from?
who I pull from? I know for sure. A lot of my inspirations, like when you listen to it, I listen to a lot of Mystical.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you're familiar with.
Oh, I know Mystical.
Yeah,
I know. I'm from New Orleans, so I know
Sugar
Mystical.
Free. He from the West Coast. Dude from California. It's
Okay.
an older artist, but Sugar Free. I'm inspired a lot more by old rap. You know what I mean?
Old rap. Yeah.
When I get into it, you'll kind of feel what I'm saying. Jay-Z a little bit. You know what I mean? I really appreciate like his triple entendres and the way he, you know, the metaphors and stuff like that. And yeah, that'll probably be like my three.
Your top three?
My top three main influences, because I could say like the like a lot of the imagery and stuff like that. That's what I really get that from. You know, I draw from the Sugar Free bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of like the way, if you ever listen to him, he'll describe something, you know? But it's just the way the words he'll put together, or the words he'll use to like describe. It's like, man, I can see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. Like, he'll rap about this computer and the water bottle sitting right there in such an elaborate way. So you feel like you can reach out and touch it. You know?
Right.
And a lot of people listen to Mystical and they just hear the fast, you know, rapping, but like the alliteration and storytelling. That's what really I appreciated the most from Mystical and stuff like that. And that stuff like that I still bump today, like, you know.
Yeah. Okay, so from that, how would you say that? What's what I'm looking for? How would you classify your sound from pulling from those people? What would you say? Because you know you got trap music and you got all these other genres of different niches.
Yeah, niche. I know what you mean. I know what you're saying.
I'm trying to get the word out. Bear with me. Trying to get the you know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
that word
most
of music. What would you say? What would you classify yours as?
Man, I don't want to like sound corny and call it mood music, but like
that's what it is. What it is,
yeah,
bro.
but that's what it is, bro. Because it's like sometimes, man, I'll make some stuff that have like a trap vibe to it, you know, and I'm gonna put it out to be appreciated, you know. And sometimes, bro, I'm sitting, I'm thinking, caught up in my own head, you know what I mean, overthinking about stuff, thinking about the world, politics, you know what I mean, people and stuff like that, and you know what I mean, it might be something deep and introspective, you know what I mean. I don't want to be boxed in.
No one does.
I feel like you do yourself a disservice when you box yourself in.
You gotta get out. You gotta get out your comfort zone.
For real, and that's because that's where growth comes. You know, it's like with anything. Like you know, I know you be working out a lot, so it's like, you know, like the gain come from, you know, when you're pushing your limits. It's them last 2 or 3 reps that really, you know, that's the one that matters. Yeah, that's the ones that matter when you're pushing and your arms shaking. You know what I'm saying, and you're trying to get the weight up. Like that's where the growth come from. So it's like I've never been afraid to like step out and do something different. That was my whole thing, especially like I said when I first started. I was like, man, I just didn't want to sound like nobody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? I just didn't want to sound like anybody else. You know, and it's easier. Like people say that, and it's way easier said than done because you'll look at the landscape of things and you'll look at like the climate of music and just how stuff flowing and how it's going. And sometimes, you know, you'll be like, man, you know, like they caught up on this wave and they caught up on that, but like you learn like the trendy stuff, it come and it go.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my pops, he always told me like, what's from the heart go reach the heart. You know what I mean? So it's like that'd be my objective. So like
that's a quote.
That for real. Like so,
what's
no matter what,
we reach the heart.
Like no matter what I'm talking about, like if I'm really speaking from a genuine place, somebody's gonna feel it because it's a real emotion. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and then you know, and then because you're coming from a genuine place, if you're putting that good positivity into the universe, you're gonna get rewarded back
for real
with that tenfold. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it's about, man.
Yeah, man. All right, so you have a lot of projects out.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you have a lot of history already out.
Yeah.
And you got like, you know, you got what you got? How many do you have? Yeah, at least like what, 5, right?
Yeah, 5. I got 5 5 solo tapes on streaming services and I got 1 collab tape.
Okay, yeah.
On streaming services.
All right. So, what would you say is your favorite project that you've released so far then?
My favorite project? That's hard. My favorite. I mean, it's gonna either be between the last two I did between Alone and Late Summers. You know, just because of like the musical growth and the personal growth that I made, just like outside of music in my life and my perspectives and the way I view things, the way I move, my habits. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like letting go of certain vices, picking up better habits and stuff like that. Like Alone came after that. You know what I mean? Like that journey of self-discovery and stuff like that. So like that was more so the whole purpose behind Alone. It was kind of like my like if all my personalities had a playlist. You know what I mean? Like they'll sound like this. You know? So those are probably my favorite ones, because I felt like that's when I was in my most my most comfortable, like because I'm my toughest critic. Like I'll listen to the old stuff and I don't like it, bro. I'm not even not gonna lie to you.
Really?
Like,
you listen to your stuff and you don't like it,
bro? But
you know how many people out there love your shit?
I know, bro. I know, and that's what people tell me. Like, man, I'll be at functions sometime. We'll be chilling. Like somebody will put on something.
Man, put on that old Tre.
Yeah,
man, hold up. I'm gonna put on that What Up.
Yeah, they'll put on some shit like What Up or Bounce With Me or something.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
I'll be
yo,
like, bro, like,
you don't like, bro, you don't like that?
Yeah, it's cringeworthy, bro. I'll be like, oh, bro, stop. Like, stop. Don't.
Oh, wait, no.
But it's not like
no, wait. I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for that. Bro. Wait, man, you really don't like that?
Nah, man, I don't. But it's like I'm my toughest critic, man, and it's a blessing and a curse.
And but artists naturally are insecure like that. You know, like
for real.
Y'all hard on yourself for a reason.
Like for real, man, and like I don't like it. But that's why I say like Alone was really around that time when it's like, okay, you know what I mean? I listened 2 months later, I'm like, man, I'm still.
Hey, cause you know what I was finna ask you.
Rocking with that.
You know what I was finna ask you about? Like, yo, why in the hell did you release videos for those?
Bro, it's
because like those were like one of the hottest shits to hit the streets when they came out.
I feel you, bro.
I'm like, yo, I feel you. Someone come up with What Up and you got a dope ass music video or Bounce With Me.
I did one for Bounce With Me.
You did?
Yeah, I got one for Bounce With Me. But like, see, that was around the time. Yeah, it's out. It's out. It's on YouTube. But like I say, that was around the time I was learning. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you got to keep in mind, like the same people that I was talking about from when I first started making music, we've been figuring out this whole journey. Yeah. You know what I mean? On our own. Like we stayed loyal to the game, bro. Ups and downs. You know what I mean? It's like hella arguments, you know what I mean? FUs and this and that. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like and coming back, but it's like, we figuring it out. We kept it all in house, and that's what. Feel like y'all building something together. And I love that. You know what I mean? Like you like, because it wouldn't take much for you or your team to pull some money together and to go get an actual videographer and to just have a video and put it out there. But y'all want to do it yourselves and like even with that, like
see, bro, I love that because you're laying the foundation for longevity at that moment.
Real. Like with Almost Perfect, man. This is like, 2014, 2015.
It's a throwback.
Yeah, throwback. But like, this was when...
Go check that out if you haven't checked it out.
We did that, though. We did that. Man, I put together a lot of funds, bro. I pressed up like 2,000 CDs. That was the end of CDs, the beginning of streams. So, mind you, I put it on stream, too. But like, I'm really buying it. Like, cashed out on 2,000 copies of CDs at an influx time. It's like... People slowly starting to not even rock with these no more.
Yeah, some people still gonna have the CDs because cars still have CD players.
But it's like
not everybody had the aux cord in the car yet.
Yeah, and we cashed out on the visual. Cashed out on the visual, and then the whole like time was like I was making music like with Almost Perfect, and in a real way I felt myself like succumbing to my environment. You know what I mean? It became more about like. It became more about me being, lit at my shows. You know what I mean? Like the drunk rap on stage. Not saying that's how people viewed it, but like you said, you're your toughest critic. Yeah. Like I sit back and I look at myself like, all right, cool. Like you going fast, but like, are you shooting in the right direction? You know what I mean? And like I said, like that's when I chilled out. Like at the end, like probably like last quarter of 2017, I slowed up on like putting out music. You know what I mean? But like around that time, I really like started finding myself. You know what I mean? I slowed up and started doing a lot more meditating. I started eating better, cut out certain stuff that I'm eating, and stuff like that, bro. Picking up better habits, letting go of certain vices. You know what I mean? I was always making music, like just cause. Yeah. But we live in the show and tell era, so it's like if you're not showing us, it's not happening. Facts. You know what I mean? But I was always the person where it's like, man, I'm content in myself. You know what I mean? I'm content with the growth, like. before I, show you me taking a million little steps, like I'd rather you just watch me, skip. You know what I mean? The whole time I'm gonna just take a big leap. Every time I step. So, and that's what it's about. But like I say, man, I went on that self journey, and then I came with Alone, and that's why I named it Alone. Because it's like, you really got to get by yourself to find yourself.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts, man.
And that's what I did. So it's like, and I went on that journey to do that, and two, to like push myself to make better music.
I remember when you said talking about the transition between CDs and streaming. When I first saw, because that was the what was it? What was the album? Name of the album you did again? It was Almost Perfect, right?
Perfect, yeah.
That was the first one you put on.
And really, I put What Up on stream in like 2014, and this is before Apple Music even existed. This was before Apple Music.
So that was like on Spotify.
And all I had was like, I had the Spotify. I had what was the other one, man?
SoundCloud.
Nah, it wasn't SoundCloud. It was a paid streaming service.
That Piff?
No, Rhapsody.
Rhapsody.
It was just like Spotify, Rhapsody, and Amazon Music, stuff like that. It was before a lot of these streaming services even came about. But I was always doing my research. You know what I mean? Because I'm like the thing, like, and I learned too. Like, I'm really like the thing that really keep me going, like keep me interested in the music industry is really the other side of the music. You know what I mean? I like being behind the mic, but
the production side of it.
Oh, bro, I really love like
that's the business side of it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like even with that, like when I wasn't putting out my own projects, man, I executive produced a project for an artist named Jara. It was it was real dope.
Oh, you to come on the show then one time.
Yeah.
Put me on.
For sure. He's dope. I'm gonna send you some links.
Bet.
But it was called Black Check.
Okay.
And did stuff like that. Like I say, started getting involved in other stuff, did some community work, you know what I mean? Helping put together charity events, stuff like that. And I did went other places, interview with other people in the industry, sat and picked some people's brain, listened to engineers, took some guidance, learned how to mix and master, did stuff like that. That's I say I was really just adding more tools to my box, But I'm not the person that come out and be like, hey.
That's just a bag for you at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Any given time you can go into a bag. People don't understand that.
But that's what it was about, you know what I mean? That's really what all of 2018 was about. It was just a learning experience, man. I really wanted to sharpen my tools, you know? Because like I feel like it's not a matter like if you really believe in your vision or your dream or whatever, man, you're not gonna look at it as like a matter of like when is this gonna happen. I mean, I'm like if it's gonna happen. It's more so like
patience.
When.
You gotta trust the process.
Yeah, it's like when it's gonna happen. So it's like you just gotta be ready for that win.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta be ready. Put yourself. You gotta put yourself in this right situation. So when the opportunity comes, you can strike.
Yeah, facts.
Like I said, you gotta love that. You gotta love your process. If you don't love your process, you're in the wrong game.
That's what it's about. And it's like, I didn't put out the visuals, but man, I learned how to mix. I learned how to master. I learned how to graphic design. You know what I mean? I did executive produced a couple projects. My ear got better. You know what I mean? I built better relationships and stuff like that. And like I feel like this is the year that I put everything I learned. You know what I mean? And,
on the table, and then and you're gonna apply it for this new tape that we're gonna talk about coming soon.
Yeah.
We're gonna get them. We're gonna get them to talk about it. I'm gonna get them to talk about it. Because I going back, I remember when I first found Almost Perfect on Apple Music or Apple at all.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking to myself, we got something here.
Yeah.
Like Tre gonna be one of the greatest one to come out, because I'm like, he officially, he a rapper now.
Yeah.
Like, he left the CDs alone, and now he's on Apple, so where anybody can find him.
Yeah.
No, he a rapper now.
And that come with paying attention to the climate of the game, man. I really, I'll sit there and read Billboard magazine. You know what I mean? Just to get the climate. Like, what are these people looking for? You know what I mean? Like,
doing research.
What's the climate of the game?
Studying the game.
Yeah, you gotta study the game, bro. You gotta study the game. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people putting up shots and don't even know where the basket at. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man, say that again, bro.
Hey, for real though, it's like that, man. It's like that. And I don't even think most of it is intentional. You know what I mean? Not saying that
they just shooting the shot.
Yeah, it's like that. You know what I mean? Because when you got that passion, you know what I mean? That's your natural instinct, is just to get up and go, man. And I'm gonna figure it out like that. And like I said, it's a blessing and a curse for me, because like I overthink. You know what I mean? I'll sit and overthink till sometimes I get in my own head. You know what I mean? Or sometimes
how you learn to mix and master and everything. So now that you have added these tools to your bag, do you see yourself doing visuals for the new tape?
Oh yeah.
Or do you think you're gonna go backwards for a little bit? And you know what? It's time now that I learned all this stuff. I'm gonna make a video for the hottest things I put out that I know the public wants to see.
I feel like I'm not gonna make a blank shot either. Like no way. I don't believe in wasting resources. But I look at it now though. I look at everything, and it's like I said, it's another blessing to curse. I look at everything, especially with music now. It's kind of like, all right, cool. What's the return on this investment?
ROI.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Like, what is it? Like, what am I getting from it? You know? And so with the visuals, I feel like especially for this one, we go outsource a couple of visuals. You know. But like the goal for this year is really like for us to learn, you know what I mean, especially my team, just to learn and get it down pat to where we can have it all the way in house, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we producing on our own, we do our own graphics, we obviously writing our own raps and making our own music, you know.
The other people on your team, do they rap too, or they just on the production side?
Like I said, I got a Jara, he on our team, and another rapper named T Davis. Yeah, they real nice. They real.
But
nice.
What's his name? The guy who produces your beats.
Oh, Ty.
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 Does he rap still? Or does he rap too, or he just on the production?
He don't rap. He just production. Just production.
Okay.
He be kicking flows sometimes. We be.
I mean, now and then
in the session, but he ain't about to rap.
Okay. So he like your he like your London.
Yeah.
He's like your London.
Yeah, like that, bro.
Okay.
He be producing though, man. My dude Cole. You know what I'm saying? Nice. And
anytime he makes all your beats?
Yeah, he made he didn't do alone, but he did all the late summers.
All him?
Those 3 late summers, most of Almost Perfect and most of In a Real Way. That's all.
Yeah. He doing stuff like that?
Oh yeah. Facts. He got the golden touch, man. That's how I feel, man. You know?
Man. He need to come up with a tag.
He got some dope ones.
Yeah.
He got some dope ones. I'm gonna put you on. I'm gonna send you some links. He dropped he actually put out a tape, kind of like like a compilation tape. He put together a couple.
No, well, when I meant tag, I mean like say something on all his beats so you know that's him.
Yeah, he got something.
He got some.
I don't know if you listen to the Ty Did This Beat Fool.
That's what it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. But
now it's coming back. Now it's coming back to me because I remember like, oh, okay, that's who that is.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, but the Ty Did This Beat Fool. That's him. And he just put out a tape. It's called Happy Birthday Dad 2. He dropped it on his birthday.
Okay.
And, I'm gonna send you the link. My bad.
Yeah, send me the link when we leave.
I'm gonna send you the link. And he got like I said, he got some tracks probably that you never heard from me on there. And the other people we've been working with, some other local artists, some real dope artists on there. So I'm gonna most definitely send you that link.
Okay, bet, man. All right, so what do you think separates you from other artists?
Thing that separates me from other artists, I feel like it's the same thing that separate, a lot of people, the outside listeners, they like to put artists in boxes. I believe that personally no 2 artists are the same because no 2 people are the same,
Right.
But the thing that really separates me, I feel like, is my perspective, and I feel like I offer a unique perspective, I really have a good way of putting myself in other people's shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With my music, and yeah, I think that's what separates it. And especially locally, I think and just in general, we really put time. We really put time and like a conscious effort into curating our own vibe. So it's like we I don't know what to call the sound. But when you listen to it, when I come on, it's distinct. It's like, all right, cool, I never heard this before. I don't know what it is, but I ain't heard it before. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's what it's about. I think that really separates it. You know what I mean? It's just that drive and that want to to be different,
Yeah.
And different is not always good. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I appreciate, I respect anybody, striving for their own individuality. But sometimes you miss the mark.
Yeah. Well, just know that if you want to be different, you gotta be comfortable with taking those blows that comes with it.
You gotta be comfortable. You gotta be comfortable with it, bro.
I'm hella different in the industry that I'm going to be going into. I'm in law school, so I'm about to be an attorney within the next couple of years. But I do not like bland suits.
Yeah,
I hate bland suits, bro.
I feel you.
So in the room, I'm going to court in a room full of black and dark gray suits. Yeah. I'm gonna be that one in that royal blue or that burgundy suit.
Yeah, popping.
Pop, you gonna see me.
You gonna feel
I just got another suit today. It's a light gray with plaid patterns.
Oh,
it's dope. It's fire.
Hey,
like, I mean, I'm not one for the bland suits.
Play good, man.
I'm not one for the bland or boring shoes.
Hey, oh yeah, shoes most def.
You know, I gotta look good. I gotta look good. You know, so yeah. Well, but with that being said, I did have a judge tell me about my
you checked about the suit?
I did. No, they didn't check me about a suit. They checked me about me having a turtleneck. It was freezing cold. But here's the thing: I asked my pops if it was okay to wear turtlenecks to the court because my dad's also an attorney as well, and he's done it in the city, New Orleans. I'm like, okay, well, I guess he can do it. I can do it too. My ass tried
his stripes.
He earned his stripes. The judge told me, I know it's cold, Mr. King, but around here we wear ties. I was like, my fault, Yana. It won't happen again. I had to just eat it. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Then, because I asked my professor the other day, after that, I'm like, they say, your dad is C. Hunter King. Like, he can do that.
He can do that.
Yeah. Who are you? So I'm like, man. I had to eat it. Hey, but that's what comes from being different.
When you reach that point, though, you gonna know when you get to that point because you gonna go cop hella turtlenecks.
No, I already got hella turtlenecks.
Rock them.
I already got hella turtlenecks.
Man, I'm here now.
Like, tell me something.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. Okay, but so tell me about your creative process, bro. Like, do you write your own stuff or do you just get into the mic and just let it flow?
Man, it depends. Mostly, it depends on how I'm feeling, man. How the energy flowing.
Yeah.
Our creative process, most of the time, bro, they start with, like I say, me and Ty, we sitting in the session, and he start, doing his thing, making some sounds, chopping up samples, and most of the time, like, when it's, like, it'll be like, he'll be chopping it up, and sometimes I start rapping before the beat even done, you know what I mean? I'm rapping over sample chops, and it's kind of like, he understand where I want to go with it. I'm making like melodies and coming up with hooks and stuff like that, you know, and like if it's like that, sometimes I've been rapping the whole time you've been making the beat, so I kind of got the song in my head already, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna lay the hook, lay half a verse, sit and think on it, then I'm gonna rap the other half or something like that. And then other times, you know, I'll sit back and I'll write a song, record it, make we really believe in we do like rough draft songs.
Yeah.
So it's a gang of songs that's kind of like just rough drafts. You know what I mean?
And then you go back to it later and you.
Yeah. You'll do it, or it'll be building up to a better song. So we'll have like 2 songs that we know for sure. Like we not doing nothing with. They straight. You know what I mean? In certain people's eyes, but
I was like, you know, it would be a dope ass thing for you to do, bro. To show your fans the process of you actually making the song.
Yeah.
Like, you know, go live with it.
Yeah. And,
you know, how you say you have a bunch of rough draft songs.
Yeah,
and like.
Now, we got some footage, man. We got some footage. We working on, I don't know, we don't have no date for it, so I don't really, wanted to talk about it that much. But, it's like a short little doc type deal, you know what I mean? Because, like I say, I've been making music with the same people since I was, 6, 7 years old.
When it's ready, bro, put it out. Don't even hesitate. Just put it out.
Yeah, I got you. But it's building up to that point, and like we said, we got to start capturing some 2019 footage. But it's stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, sessions, making, creating.
Someone on your team should always have a video camera with them.
Oh yeah,
and just recording everything.
Most definitely.
Like anything that you or Ty or whoever is doing something big, y'all need to have someone on your team with a camera just recording everything.
For sure. We got it. We got footage, man. We got so much
so much. Like you hear that? He got so much footage. He don't know what to do with it.
No, we know what to do with it. We just been sitting on it, man. We sitting.
Why do artists do that?
But it's footage. Like, man, it's like.
You're protecting it. You don't want.
Not even protecting it, man. We just building it up for the right point. You know what I mean? Like, it's like we kind of. It's like sometimes you don't want to catch yourself trying to tell a story that's not finished yet.
Well, check this out then. Well, instead of releasing the whole thing, why don't you just put out clips?
Yeah, we might put out clips, but then
put out clips and then build. Yeah, put out clips. But every now and then put out a clip of y'all doing this.
Yeah,
and then Because if you put out a couple of other shit, I want to know how that happened.
Yeah,
I want to see what happened, what was leading up to that. But then I gotta wait.
Yeah.
You know, but then you put another couple of something else to happen.
I feel that.
You know, you building anticipation up to something for when y'all do release that big movie.
Yeah.
That's when y'all say, oh, this is what it is.
Let's see, Ty, he do something like that on his Instagram sometimes, like when he got people in the crib, he'll like have them on the candy cam, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like of people working while he making the beats and stuff like that. But as far as like the solid footage, man, we got stuff from like old shows from when I was still in high school, man, like us, you know what I mean?
Showing the growth.
Yeah, like running around, you know what I mean, running up in radio stations and stuff
right,
like that.
That's like on them HBO specials.
Yeah,
Tre Louis, the making of Tre Louis.
No,
that's what it sounds like. What you got?
That's the type, bro. That's the type, bro. We got footage like that performance that I told you, like our first little talent show in church. Like we got that footage. You know what I mean? Like it's stuff like that.
That's gonna be a movie, so that's gonna be great.
And that's what we're just trying to have it build up to this point. You know what I mean? But because it's like we always working. You know what I mean? Even if we not like out there like on the show and tell, it's like we never not working.
Right.
My campus just never not doing something.
Yeah, you know like that'll be a great Throwback Thursday clip.
Oh yeah.
Some of them will probably be some dope ass Throwback Thursday clips.
I posted a pic. I'm gonna show you. I don't wanna. Hold on.
Yeah, you can show it. Yeah.
But
we're gonna look at the camera on his phone, right? No. You can look at it. No, you can look at it.
It died.
Oh, you ain't got no juice, huh?
I got no juice.
Oh man,
it's cool. It's cool. I'm gonna show you later. I'm gonna send it to you. I think I posted it on my Instagram. But you can see it on there.
Okay. So, as an independent artist, bro. You know, and because you are an independent artist and you've learned so much over the years, like you say, you added so many tools to your bag. What is some of the advice what's the best advice that you got from someone in the industry, and what could you actually give to someone else who's looking to give into the industry, to come into the industry, I should say?
The best advice that I ever got from somebody about in the industry was really like just staying true to self. Okay. You know what I mean? They say stay true to yourself. You know what I mean? If you want to last, you know what I mean? Stay true to yourself. It's easy to
it's that longevity again that we're talking about.
Yeah, it's easy to create an image, you know what I mean, in the gimmick or like, you know what I mean, a facade that people are buying into. Yeah. You know, but like it's hard to really like give all of yourself to your craft and really put all of yourself into it, but stay true to self because nobody can be a better version of you than you. You know what I mean? And you can't be a better version of anybody else than them. You know what I mean? So why sit there and try to do everything just like that or aim for like this person's goals or what this person has? Like you can't do that, man. Like never lose that perspective. You know what I mean? That's yourself, and that's what it's about. You know, that's probably the best advice
that you got.
Yeah.
What can you give to someone who's looking to come into the music industry as an independent artist? What can you tell them?
Man, especially in today's climate, you know, a lot of people get mad at me because it's like, yeah, I'm a rapper, and I consider myself like a hip hop purist, if you want to call me that or whatever. But like, man, go for it, man.
Shoot the shot.
Like, go for it, bro, because it's like it's one of the most fastest growing entrepreneurial lanes. You know what I mean? We seeing people that have no business even making music. You know what I mean? Being pushed to make music just because of like how lucrative it is, or how you could just flip your image into another revenue stream. You know what I mean?
Anybody, at this point in the stage that we're in the digital age, age, social media age. Anybody can be an artist.
Yeah, anybody. And it's like, and anybody can be an artist because they're taking people that are not artists and they're saying, "Hey, I'm gonna make you an artist." You know, so that's what it's like, and that's what happens. Yeah. But so my advice to him is just like I say, bro, like keep going, man, keep going, and target the people that rock with you. You know, so like instead of looking for like the 900 people out of 1,000 that haven't heard of you or that's not rocking with you or trying to convince them to rock with you, focus on that 100 people and they'll go tell 100 more people. You know what I mean?
Facts.
And eventually you'll get to
that's
that
how the word
900,
spreads, yeah.
You know? So that's what it's about, man. Because like social media and all that stuff, man, it made it so like it's crazy. You could cultivate your own following. You could, you know what I mean? Like build your own fan base up right from your phone. So. You know, for real, like target them and just keep shooting.
And that's how they happen. Look, I followed. There's so many people like I'm not selfish with hitting that follow button. Put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like if I stumble up on your page, because I read comments a lot. Like I instead of me I listen, I watch posts, I look at posts, but I analyze comments. Yeah. You know, so like I'm reading comments all the time. And I see someone who's talking about their album or something or whatever. I click on that page and see what they're doing. You know, and see are they really serious. Like, or do you have first of all, do you have like the not just one link in your bio? Do you have the link tree? Because that means that you got multiple links that you can direct people to. Do you have the visuals? Are you posting actual good content to get someone to engage with you? Yeah. Instead of just trying to just spam and follow me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know, and like I just randomly stumbled upon two artists tracks album pages today. I'm like, okay, let me check on that video. Yeah. Oh, that's dope. I like that. I like the flow. Yeah. You know, and then I went to another one. Okay.
People looking, man.
Yeah. People will be watching.
You never know who looking, bro. With social media, I tell people, I got this thing, bro. You always outside. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, you always outside. You know, like, and especially like, not to go off on a tangent. You know what I mean? But
go off on a tangent.
Especially like with our generation, you know, we were born like the kids from the early '90s. You know, like we were really born like what I feel like it's like a special time. You know what I mean?
We have the ability to remember what it was like before the internet.
We remember.
And then we remember with internet.
For real, like we remember, like we know how to work, maneuver, and understand the analog. And we know how to work, maneuver, and understand the digital. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's like, now, what are we doing with this information? I don't know. Some
people are doing great things. Some people are letting this opportunity pass on them.
Pass them by.
Because you'd be surprised how many people.
You read the book The Outliers? I don't know if you ever heard of The Outliers.
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna put you on when we did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because actually, there's another book that you did put me on. That I haven't started reading it yet. The 48 Laws of Power.
Oh yeah,
you did put me on that.
That's my favorite author, man. Robert Greene is my favorite author. I've read all of his books.
I got the book upstairs actually. Yeah. I just haven't read it. It's waiting because I got the audio book for it. Yeah. So it's gonna get read.
But if you're going in the like you say, you're going in the law. Yeah. Another one by Robert Greene. It's smaller too. It's smaller than the 48 Laws of Power. It's called The Art of Seduction. Okay. It's more about
Art of Seduction.
The power of persuasion.
I do have a a book something similar to that. I think I have a power of persuasion. And I think I have The Power of Storytelling. Okay. So I think it's two books like that.
You gotta put me on that one. Put me on that one. But yeah, it's about just like the art and the power of persuasion. You know what I'm saying? So. It's a dope book.
Yeah, but talking back about social media, because you'd be surprised how many people like I meet and I go to school with. So many people who believe and say that social media doesn't matter. I'm like, okay.
Even though, and I used to be one of those people. I used to not want it like to matter, but like just it matters now because so many people care about it.
Well, that's where attention is.
And that's what makes it matter. Like that's the definition of it mattering. Right. Because that many people care about it. So it's like you have to you gotta pay attention to it.
Right. But here's the thing. If you are doing anything in business, right, bro, and you're not posting content on any one of the platforms that exist on this phone, you don't exist to the world. Yeah. And if you have a business, how do you think you're gonna get customers? Exactly. This is where their attention is 99% of the day.
For real, man. For real. People not handing out business cards, man. They handing out social media handles, bro.
Thank you. People don't understand that. Like, yo,
that's what it's about. Like, that's what they doing.
I be in some of the forums that my school puts on, and people question. They always asking about, do you think students should have business cards? I'm like, well, yeah, if you put the right things on it. Yeah. Ain't no one want to your business. People want your social media handle.
And only reason I feel like certain things and stigmas and stuff like still exist, like it's like the business cards. We could equate that to the turtleneck, like you was talking about. It's like because only reason it's still like that is because those older people, those older gatekeepers, some of them are still in place. Mm-hmm. The people that view it the older way, that still have those old set of standards and laws and visions. But slowly, like you gotta slowly think about it, bro. The kids who are like I say, the early 90s, late 80s, they are starting to run the world. You know what I mean? Or influence most of the world. Mm-hmm. So it's like you just gotta be ready for it, because we soon go reach it. Like we enter in a generation like to where the entire working class will be a group of people that never live without social media. So how can you say it doesn't matter?
See, it's not even, you know, we're entering. You know, they exist. They're the Gen Zers. They're the people who are in high school right now.
Yeah.
You know, like they're in high school and freshmen. Yeah. Freshmen in college. Those are the Gen Zers.
And that's crazy, man. And I feel like social media too, bro. Like it's a blessing and a curse, man. It's most definitely a blessing and a curse because especially like I said, when I slowed up and I talked about, you know, like just finding myself, you know what I mean? Especially in like the early stages of 2018, like the end of 2017, around that time, it's like, you know, social media, and not saying this was my case exactly, but I see it happening with a lot of other people. Yeah. You know, like I had to step back from social media, you know, and I learned like, man, I got a certain like level of peace of mind from that. Because you got to think about it, man. It's people that you go all day, man, from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. You sitting here like subconsciously comparing yourself to these people who you believe have more than you, or you believe use their resources better than you.
But see, that's when,
and not even realizing it's just really a 1 second snapshot of somebody's life.
Right,
you know what I mean?
That's when it becomes a danger, because you're sitting there, you're comparing somebody else on their path, but you're forgetting
you're neglecting yourself,
your own path,
and then even
not knowing the fact that you can actually go on the same path they can if you stay true to yourself.
You really can. And then the opposite side of that token, there are people who like, you know, they let this level of complacency and lethargy sit in because it's like you're comfortable championing other people's accomplishments. Like you're comfortable not going and like going out to try to get that car you want, or going out to try to like go accomplish that thing you want to get that objective because you've seen 4 people do it, you know what I mean, in the past 10 minutes on your phone. You know what I mean? And it's that
dopamine effect, you know.
Yeah, bro.
You're getting your dose from watching other people achieve their dreams.
Yeah, and like neglecting yourself.
When you're neglecting yourself.
You know, and it creates this a whole generation of like people who like you overly conscious. You know what I mean? You thinking too much about what you value other people's opinions way too much. You know what I mean? Like you notice that, especially not to sound like the old guy, but like especially with this younger generation. You know what I mean? You see that, like you see that, like because it's like I said, you always outside. Right. You know, it's like when, like back when you was younger, bro. Like you know, I didn't really grow up in the best financial situation. You know what I mean? So let's say you going outside. You know, everybody clowning. You know, people driving and this and that. You know, cracking jokes, but it's like you not, you know, playing the dozen or whatever they call it, you know, going back and forth with kids in the neighborhood when you go outside and they see your busted up sneakers, you know what I mean? It's all day. Right. You know what I mean? And even when somebody not doing it, it's like I say, you scrolling up and you looking at, oh, I don't have that. I can't do this. I can't da. Man, it's crazy,
but
bro.
See, and that's what it's a mindset. And some people have that mindset where they're comparing themselves to someone else. Well, me on the hand, I see that. I'm like, yo, I like that. I'm inspired by that.
I'm inspired, bro.
Like, you know, like, oh, you just opened your restaurant? Yeah. Bet. I want to open a restaurant too. I see how you're doing it. Yeah. I'm coming for the same thing you just did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you just copped a Ferrari? Bet. Watch me get one. And I can't get one at 27 like you did. But watch by the time I'll be, man. Best believe, before I turn 50, I'm gonna have one of those too.
You're gonna have one, bro.
Yeah, that's like that. You know, it's inspiring to see other people. You know,
it is inspiring, and it all boils down to the type of person you are. You know,
it's like it's a mindset. At the end of the day, it's a mindset.
And the people around you too. I had to realize that, man, because it's like, you know, it's so many kids, like kids that are growing up and getting older, but like their parents aren't even like old enough or hip to like the effects of social media, you know what I mean, on their child's perspective, or like their ideas about themselves and things like that. So it's like, you know, that mentality.
That's our generation. That's our generation. Like, you know, like
that mentality is becoming less and less like that. I'm inspired by seeing you win. I'm inspired. It's like people either feeling like, you know, feeling bad when they see you win, or it's like they hating because you know they couldn't accomplish. So you'd rather pick apart somebody else.
Right.
You know
It's funny you say that because it's our parents are the generation who they don't know what social media is. Some of them don't, and so they don't even care about it. Yeah. But we're the generation we saw social media come up into it. Yeah. We before, and then we see it coming in, growing in it, right? And so if we have a problem that we getting, let's say someone has been cyberbullying one, in our generation, whatever. their parents don't know how to handle that.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But it's going to be up to us because we know how to handle that.
Yeah.
We're going to be the generation to where, like, okay, so if our future kids down the line have an issue on social media or on that platform, we're going to be the ones to go, okay, this is how we're going to handle that.
Yeah. And one last thing, another trend I noticed, I hate sounding like the old guy.
But like, sound like the old guy, bro. Drop them dimes for us.
The social media, bro, it's like, if you notice it, man, it's like, yes, it's inspired, like, it'll inspire, like, entrepreneurship, you know, but, like, it decreases the value of individuality.
What you mean?
I feel like, because you see so many people wanting to do things, but everybody wants to do the thing the same way the last person they saw do it. You know what I mean? And it's like if, and you notice, like, it's pushing this uniform train of thought. It's like, if you don't feel the same way I feel about this thing, then we gonna get you out of here. If you don't react to these same experiences the way we did, then you're wrong. What's wrong with you? Why you don't look like that? I mean, or why you don't think like that? Or why you don't feel like that about this? You know what I mean? And it's like, it's trying to push this uniform train of thought. You know what I mean? That's like the worst thing I see from it. Because I'm like, I really get a joy out of talking to people, you know what I mean, and get different perspectives.
Facts.
Like, you know what I mean, hearing different things. Like, I don't want to sit around and talk to a bunch of people that think the same way I think. That's boring. All day is boring.
Man, that's boring. We're not robots, bro. We like you have your style and I got my style.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly, bro.
Like if I'm wearing a suit, I like my suit to be fitted.
Yeah.
Like extremely like a skinny suit. Like I like the skinny look suit, right? But then they got people out there who don't like the skinny suit. So I'm like, well, don't wear the skinny suit. You know, like, hey, you know, like, it just because it's in don't mean you gotta ride that way. You know what I'm saying?
You don't. But like you say, it's all these, you're playing tricks on yourself, getting in your own head and overthinking this and thinking about that, man. Like I say, bro, just slow down, bro. Take a couple of deep breaths. Man, I read an article somewhere that was talking about how like the numbers in youth, you know what I mean, suicide rates are rising.
Yeah, they're going up.
And I'm like, man, it's crazy.
Think about like, there's this great kind of documentary on Netflix, and it's called The Social Meme.
I'm gonna check it out.
Check it out.
I'm gonna check it out.
It is talking basically just like about that. You know, people who have so many followers. Now, what if it went to zero?
What if it went to zero? You know what I mean? And people really value
and
themselves.
people value because like in today's social media world that we live in, it's sad, but if you don't have a certain amount of followers, it blocks you out of certain things.
Yeah,
it blocks you out of certain things. Like there are people out there who lose a job, who don't get chosen to do a job because they don't have the certain amount of followers.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Most def.
Like it's a sad truth, but it's a fact.
It is.
It's a fact these days. It is. So when people say like picture, I can give a prime example. If you have two different attorneys, right? I'm gonna go this out for the people out there who are not, like away from the music side. Right? If you go, if you have two different attorneys, right? You have one attorney who doesn't have pretty much hardly any followers, but then you have the attorney who has 100,000 followers.
Yeah.
Right, and he's producing content on for the social media, for Twitter and everything.
Might not be the best attorney.
He may not be the best attorney.
He's the best at showing it.
He's the best at showing it, right? Which person do you think is going to get the most clients? The one who has the most followers, or the person who doesn't, or who may be the best, but he ain't showing nothing. He's not showing. He's not doing anything. Talking about giving law advice. He's not posting no content. He just goes to work and come home.
That's how you know. Like it matters. Like that's what you say. The social media, it does matter, man. It does matter. And you just gotta be on it. You gotta be on it. Even with me personally, though, I feel like you go reach a point to where it's a choice. I think it's optional. It's always good to stay engaged with people, but me, I am longing and waiting for the day where I could really like delete all my social media and remain relevant.
That's not coming though, right?
Most definitely.
That's not gonna come.
It's coming one day, bro. I don't see Jay-Z on there every day.
Because I don't think Jay-Z needs to do that.
Exactly. I'm trying to reach that point.
I get what you're saying.
Trying to reach
I get what you're saying. You're trying to get to that point to where you don't need it.
I don't need to.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. I thought you were saying it's like where you can delete it because it doesn't exist. I'm like, it's not going anywhere at this point.
When it's like, man, you know me. You know what I mean? You'll hear it from somewhere else.
Yeah. Okay.
I need that. Okay. It's just a certain level of peace, man, that you find in isolation. Drop it down and take the.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna post like the whole video is gonna go to YouTube and I'm gonna take clips and I'll post on Instagram and stuff like that. All right. So we're talking all this stuff. You dropping good ass dimes, bro. Like, who's your mentor? Like, I know you gotta have one.
Hey, real talk, man. My pops, man.
Really?
My
Okay.
pops, man. He keep me level headed, and I can honestly say, like when I was younger, like especially in my teenage years, bro, I wasn't listening at all. You know what I mean?
Do we ever, as kids, listen?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Honestly, you know, looking back, like if I would have listened to
So much things probably would have been better, you know.
But I'll be on a different plateau.
But at the same time, you didn't know that you was gonna go down this path. You didn't.
No, I didn't, and I'm thankful for it. You know, I don't regret nothing. You know, but I like to say like my pops. You know,
because you know, parents can only help guide you on paths that they journeyed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So.
And my thing with him, you know, he always was pushing me. You know what I mean, just to like be in tune with yourself spiritually. You know what I mean, spirituality. But like I didn't listen to him back then, but like I say now, you know, I look back, he real wise, you know what I mean, and he really keep me on, you know, edge. He actually got a podcast himself. He just started but I'm gonna have to let you check it out. It's in the religion and spirituality section of the podcast. So, yeah, he just got ordained as a minister.
Is he really?
Yeah, a couple years ago. You know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? And like I've been with him, you know, since my birth, so I've seen him, you know, like grow and like in his mind and change his life.
Since he's a minister. How does he feel about you making rap music?
Oh man, he love that.
Oh, he love. Oh, okay.
I was about to say he love that shit.
Okay,
but like, man, he love it, bro. My pops is like, that was, you know, like my man one, like man, go in there and get it. Like he always, like he don't really knock me because I make secular music. He always just like he say, he challenges me to like, he say, bro, just, you know, like stay true to self, you know, and like even
if that's you, be you.
Yeah, like around almost perfect in a real way. He was like, man, I find you, you know what I mean, you're only giving a small percentage of yourself. You know what I mean? It was like, you know, like you're only giving people like a small percentage. Like, yeah, you know, you focusing more on this and talking about that and the lit stuff and, you know, the females and this and that, ooh. But it's like, man, there's more to you than that. You're really only giving, like, you're only giving the world 20% of you. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta give them that other 80%.
Man, I love that, bro, because you know how many parents out there who don't encourage their children that way?
Oh, yeah. You know, like my pops, he always pushed me with the music, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, he was the one who had me like playing the piano, you know what I mean? He'll like have me around and stuff. He bought me my first, you know what I mean, home recording setup, you know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that. That's probably my biggest mentor. You know, like if I'm ever needing something, overthinking something, whatever, man, I can always hit Pops, you know? Yeah. Like for real. So, yeah.
Okay, so we need to get and talk about the project, bro.
What's up? Which one you want to start with?
We can start on with Alone. That's the most recent one. Let's start with Alone.
We'll start with Alone. Well, Late Summers came after Alone.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But it was like a month later. Like really like 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks maybe.
Okay.
It was right.
All right, we could do either one.
Man, either or. We can start with Alone. Alone really that's one of my favorite ones. Yeah. Bro. That's like my favorite. I feel like project, like whole project, EP, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, so you made that you made this project in 2018. Yeah. Right. What was the story behind you making this tape that you're trying to push?
Alone was really like it was me really like I say just getting alone and going on a journey of self-discovery and really pushing myself. You know, like pushing myself. I was really actively seeking like something. I don't know what, but you know, I think I found it. You know what I mean? But like I was pushing myself. I wanted to make stuff that sounded like nothing I made before. You know what I mean? I wanted to like, you know, reach what I feel like a higher level. You know what I mean? Or like rapping ability, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? And it happened like I say in a pivotal time in my life. I was going through a lot personally in my life. You know what I mean? And just coming out of that and like coming to Alone, like it was. You had to find yourself. Yeah, I had to most definitely find myself. And if you listen to that was really the start of like, okay, bro, he's not rapping the same. Everything before that. I was rapping different. You know what I mean? I feel like I was rapping. You were just trying to figure out how, you know, what works and what didn't, right? Yeah, and not even more so figuring out. I think personally, like the whole time Alone, like the whole, I mean not Alone, but like the whole time, like I knew, you know what I mean? But I was running from it. You know what I mean? Like you run from it for whatever reason. It could be various reasons. It could be certain insecurities, certain fears, certain doubts, or whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean? But like I said, I was running from making. I was trying to like make what I thought people wanted to hear from me. You know what I mean? Not making like what I want people to hear. You know what I'm saying? So it's
you was making what sold.
Yeah, like what sold for me
instead of
like for real. Like even though
felt.
it was different, you know what I mean? And even though people liked it, it was like I want to make sure it got a certain, you know what I mean, like bounce to it or a certain woo whoop, but make sure I'm talking about this. It's talking like, nah, you know what I'm saying? I really went in and, you know, like locked in for some months, bro, and like that was my therapy, you know what I mean? Like even making Alone, it was kind of like for like I think it was probably like 2 months straight. Like I wake up, like I had to, like I was on this set for like 2-3 months straight, bro. You had to at least make a song a day. You know what I mean? Like a song a day. I gotta make at least a song, and I only use 6 of them for the project. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that. It was just that journey of self-discovery, bro. That's really why I appreciate that tape so much, and it shows because people receptive to it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? People still.
Bro, people bump that tape like it ain't.
People love Alone. You know what I mean? I might even come back in 2019 and just hit some visuals for that, just because it was like.
Please do, because like, you know they want it.
Oh yeah.
You got at this point. You got at least. Yeah. You got at least appease the fans. You got at least appease your fans. Give them what they want at least. You know, bro.
Man. Yeah, man. And like I said, but it was also, you know, like with the projects, just moving when you're ready, man. I had to find a new pace, find my new voice, find a new lane. You know what I mean? And it's, you know, a lot of people say if it's not broke, then why fix it? Right. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if you look at something and like
what can you do better?
Like you look at the design and you know, like you see rooms for improvement. You know what I mean? Like that's the same reason Apple go send you an update to your phone every other month. You know what I mean? Like it was good how it was when they got it. They didn't keep it the same. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, look at the phone we got now compared to the first phone that came out.
Exactly. Bro.
I mean, the first one worked fine, but we wanted more.
For real.
So
for real. So like you just gotta stay on it, man.
Yeah, man. All right. So what would you consider as your hit single off that tape?
Alone. The one people more receptive to is probably Never
Licks?
Understand and Moonchild.
Really?
Yeah, people like Licks. People
I like Licks. I fuck with Licks hard.
I love Licks. That's probably my favorite. That's actually my pops talking at the beginning of Licks.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay.
About the place called Air.
Yeah.
That was my pops talking on that one.
So pops had a cameo.
Yeah. But
did he know he was on it?
Yeah, he knew he was on it.
He knew it.
Yeah, he bump all my stuff, man.
He rhyme with.
He bump all my stuff.
Hey, choir, play Licks.
Nah, but he'll listen to it and you know, he shoot me his feedback, give me his opinions, cause like I say, you know, he was a DJ, and you know his life before, like I say, like now he don't have a church or nothing, but you know he got ordained, he went through the process and got ordained and all that a couple of years ago, but like even before that I watched his life grow and change, you know what I mean? Watch him become a different person. It's a lot I learned from watching him, you know what I'm saying? So like for real, but I'll probably say Moonchild. If I gotta toss up Moonchild and like females like Never Understand, I think it's because of the Alicia Keys sample in it, you know what I mean? Yeah, but that was pretty dope.
Okay, well, what was the process of you? What was the process behind you making it? Like, how did you make it?
Like I said, man, me making it.
Yeah.
Really, with Alone, that was my first time, like recording myself, mixing myself, mastering myself for an entire project. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like
that was the stuff that you had learned. When you took that your what was that 2017? How you
like 2017. Like I learned that in 2017.
And you applied it for Alone.
Most definitely, and I applied that with Alone and Late Summers, and like I say, man, it was real hands on and it was real therapeutic. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of like
you see the growth. Like at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's almost like when you go to the gym. Yeah. Right? You're not going to see results on the first day.
You're not.
But then by months 2, 3 is when you start seeing that, you know, the small abs starting to poke through a little bit. You're like, oh shit, nah. Yeah. You actually see the growth, and that's when you start getting hooked.
I feel that. And like the process with Alone, it was real therapeutic. You know what I mean? Like I don't have like a diary or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But like I say, just making music every day, like whatever thoughts on your head, whatever emotions you got on you, get them off on a song. Find a beat that match your vibe and just get up. You know what I mean? Let it go. Like
you write every day, like?
Yeah, I write every day. I actually got this practice I do like in the morning. Like I said, it's not a diary or nothing, but like I wake up. Like as soon as I wake up, I write my random thoughts. You know what I mean? Fill up like 1 or 2 pages, front and back, or whatever in the composition notebook. Just like your random thoughts. It's just like meditating on paper. You know what I mean? Like that. So like, you know.
I like that.
Yeah, and that have like a clear head throughout the day. Like, you know, thoughts come to you quicker and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Shit, I might steal that from you.
Hey, it worked, bro.
Like, I might steal that from you so I can teach my kids when I don't have any, but when they come whenever,
yeah,
I might tell you, yo, here's a composition notebook.
Yeah,
just random thoughts. I don't want to read them, but it's for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like that. I like that idea. That's a dope idea because I don't think a lot of people do that.
Yeah, and it's very peaceful, bro. Like before, like I wake up,
like you said, meditating on paper.
Yeah, for real. Like, man, I wake up early, so I wake up early. Write my
you wake up.
Write my page. I'm probably like a 6:30.
6:30.
6:37 dude. At latest, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I'll start tweeting around 9, 10. You know what I'm saying? But like, I go crazy on Twitter.
Also, Twitter popping for you?
Nah, bro. I'm a Twitter. Like, if I had to choose, I'm gonna pick Twitter.
You gonna pick Twitter over
IG all day, bro.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Okay. Shout out Twitter.
Talk my shit on Twitter.
Okay.
But like I say, like I'll wake up, man, write my morning pages, might meditate for a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just like free your thoughts. You know what I mean? Before you enter into the world, man, and do that, bro. You have a clear head throughout the day.
Yeah.
You know.
All right, so what about Late Summers, man? What was the story behind that?
So Late Summers was like after a loan, you know, and like I said, on a loan, I didn't have Ty production with none of that, you know what I mean? I outsourced a lot of beats, bought most of them off of dudes online that I knew or stuff like that. Some of them was just stuff I had laying in the computer, you know what I mean? Like I said, like, I was just finding the beat, you know what I mean, and getting it in, you know what I mean, alone. But with Late Summers, like I said, I got into that bag. Like, I got into a new musical groove, and I linked up with Ty, and we got back on our, you know, our regular linking up twice a week. We have sessions twice a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and so we'll do it like that, and that's how we made Late Summers really in like 2 days.
Damn.
That's what people don't know.
Sometimes, like, it be mind blowing to me to hear how fast some of these projects just come out.
Yeah.
Like I'm thinking it takes months, almost a year for some people to make these projects. Not like then someone like you come on, you know. No, we made that crap in a weekend.
Yeah, it was just 3 songs though. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, but then you got people on there who have like who got like a whole track list.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me, we made this in a weekend too. We smoked, we drank, this is what we got. It came out.
It depends on the vibes, you know what I mean? But it was like, we went in, you know, and mind you, we made those 3 songs, I'm saying, in like 2 days. But like, as far as the vibes, like the grooves, because we had 2 more songs that didn't make the project or whatever. But like the vibes, you know what I mean?
Why didn't they make the project?
I work in 3s. I like 3.
Oh, okay.
And I ain't have one more to make it 6. And one of them, I need to do more work on it.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, it's really going to be 4. I'm not rocking with the 4. So that means I'm going to need 2 more songs. And we had a deadline. We was like, we're going to drop it this day or whatever. But we did that. But, you know, it's like, you know, we get in the groove. And like with me and Ty, it's different. You know what I mean? Because like I say, I've been making music with this person since I've been making music.
Yeah.
You know, so it's kind of like, when he producing, like, it's certain songs, it's like, okay, cool, I know where you want me to go on this. You know what I mean? And then there's other ones when it's like, sometimes I have like a flow or like a pattern, or like something in my head or something, you know what I mean? Or I have like a sample that I throw him and be like, this is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And he'll work around me, you know? It just depends on the energy, but I'm real thankful and grateful, bro, to have somebody like that in my corner, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, what about the other project that you did in 2017? Was it In a Real Way?
Yeah, In a Real Way. In a Real Way, bro. It was a dope project. I probably had, like I said, I slowed up. I laid back from like shows and
because that was the one that you did. Like you had, was it before or after?
Oh, after
you went on your hiatus.
After In a Real Way, you know what I mean?
When you took off your hiatus and you learned what you learned?
Like, after In a Real Way, like I did In a Real Way, boom, that dropped, and I had hella shows, like gang of shows, but I was performing probably like twice every 2 weeks, you know what I mean? Somewhere in between it, you know what I mean? Like, just had a bunch of shows.
Yeah.
We did, whatchamacallit, went out to South by, did all kind of stuff, you know. It got me on certain radio stations, stuff like that. Did a gang of interviews. But like I say, like when I made In a Real Way, you know, I was in a place of where like I really was creating for, you know, like I say, what I felt people wanted to hear from me. You know what I mean? So I made songs like, and it was still me. You know what I mean? But it was kind of like, it was like, you know, I feel like it was, I ain't really like it. Like, you know, when you reach a fork in the road, and you're like, man, I could go down there, I could go down here. You know what I mean? I could have kept going into that lane, bro, just focused on making like some bops and talking about some generic shit that, you know what I mean, everybody else talking about. Not saying it wasn't good music, it is nice music, you know, but like I said, I felt like my purpose was something different. You know what I mean? I felt like my calling was something different. I felt like I wasn't, like, even though it was good, it's good as hell. Yeah. But I felt, me personally, I wasn't exercising all of my abilities, you know what I mean, and my talent, and like pushing myself to reach my full potential. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, you know, it's like you go reach that point, all right, so cool, you gonna do it for the clout or you gonna do it for the love? You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do it for? And like after that, after I went on that little run of shows, you know what I mean, I slowed up, didn't put out nothing else after that until, like I say, like Alone.
Could you possibly do both though? You think you could do both?
Yeah.
You know, put out what people want to hear, and then still stay true to yourself, and also put out what you want.
And I think like Alone did that because it was that happy medium. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was that happy medium, that, you know, like that balance that I was looking for.
Almost do something. Almost take like an idea from what Drake did to a track A and a track B. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, track A is what I know what y'all want to hear, but for my real fans, and I'm gonna still take true to myself. Flip the track. You want to hear track B too. Track B, and I try to you know, put it all on the track, man. And like I say, that's what happened. And I appreciate In a Real Way, and just like all the experience gained from it, everything I learned from it. Yeah, you know what I mean. That, like, most def. Have you? I remember you said you took a while off from performing and everything. Have you picked back up performing yet, or?
Not yet. But I ain't put out like a bigger project. I had people hit me up for a couple shows, but you know,
Hey, well, so when's the last time you did perform? Did you perform? Did you perform at all in 2018?
Yeah, I performed.
Okay, so people heard and got you and got to see you live for late summers and
oh stuff. No, I ain't performed none of late summers yet. I ain't performed none of late summers.
Did you perform any Alone yet?
I ain't performed none of Alone. When I was performing. And
that was all
2018 when I performed, it was all like it was
In a Real Way.
It was the In a Real Way lag, and like the stuff I did like in between that, like a couple singles and stuff like that. But like when I hit Alone, like I say, when I really did Alone, my purpose, when I did that, like even like going up to Alone, like, man, I mixed it, I did the cover art myself, you know what I mean? I did all of that. It was really like I say, just sharpening those tools and learning more. So I was really just locked in all of 2018. I just dedicated myself to making, to like raising the quality. I really wasn't caring about the quantity. It was just the quality. I really wanted to focus on quality. You know what I mean? And like satisfying that with myself. Because until I'm able to 100%, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like feel that, then it ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna do nothing because I ain't gonna care about it in a week. And that's just how I am. And it's a blessing and a curse because like I say, I'll wake up and not feel something in a week and be like, all right, cool, I'm about to make something else. You know what I mean? Or I wake up and I feel something in a week and be like, all right, bump it.
But see, you don't think you should let the market decide that for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they just like, you know, like just because you're not feeling some way don't mean your fans ain't gonna like it.
That's why I just leave it out there. That's why I say, like, and that showed me too, like, when I did the Late Summers and Alone, and I did the collab tape, Kids of Ether. I did that with Jira. Okay. It's on stream too. But like, just letting the market decide. You know what I mean? Looking at the numbers, not really being too like number conscious or nothing, but just watching it, seeing how it flow. Yeah. And people really was receptive. You know what I mean? And I appreciated that because it's like, man, people was bumping it, and I'm like, man, I'm really just, you know, throwing the link up. You know what I mean? Like throwing the link up, posting it on my IG story. You know, and I just tell people, go check it out. You know what I mean? Yeah. And like that, and people were receptive to it. I feel like people cling more to the stuff that I did less promotion for than, you know what I mean?
Like I said, like, yo, like that goes right into, you know, the Spotify numbers. Like, you know, like your Spotify numbers were crazy. Yeah. And you didn't do any visuals for anything.
Like nothing, man. We did over 20K on Spotify. Yeah. And like I say, I was thankful for that. You know what I mean? And that's just the people who really just rocking with me. You know what I mean? Yeah. And appreciate me. Like I was saying, like, man, before you focus on the masses of people that don't know you or don't man, focus on really like like take care of the people that rock with you.
Yeah.
You know what I
like,
mean?
I wonder why Apple Music didn't release nothing like that too.
Apple Music don't release their numbers.
Yeah, why?
I don't like that. I don't like that.
That's dumb.
I mean?
Like, you know, so many people who got Apple Music, like, you should really be releasing numbers.
They don't release their numbers, and then they'll release your like. I'm getting like real into the technical side, but like when you your distributor have kind of like this rough like chart, a log or whatever, like
where people listening from.
They'll show you like you got paid X amount from this amount of stream, but it's so jumbled up. Like nobody, it's like having 1 million receipts. You know what I mean? It's like trying to do your taxes to really add up all the streams, because it'll be like they'll have 40 of them on this one, 3 on this one, then you got 4 YouTube ones in there, then Apple Music back down here. It's like it's too much to add up. I really wish Apple showed their numbers, but
they need to.
They don't. You know what I mean?
Maybe if enough artists complain and tell them about it, yo, they'll get on it.
They'll get on it.
Because I think Spotify changed the game with that. Because now I think now that Spotify did that, it should push Apple Music to.
But see, Spotify always been open with their numbers. Spotify was always open with their numbers. Other streaming services, you know, it been like kind of like legal battles and stuff like that, with people disputing just like how like all these people really like shelling out the right dollar amounts for these streams and stuff like that. Like that's why I respect like Spotify for just, you know what I mean, being that transparent. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, but I mean, hell, if you're an independent artist, how else are you gonna gauge if you're doing well, if you're doing what's right?
Exactly.
Like you said,
you know what
shooting the shot and actually getting in the basket.
Yeah. But you gotta be mindful. You gotta track your statistics, man. Track your
statistics. But if the streaming platform you're on ain't releasing numbers, how you gonna know that? If
you like you say, I get the rough numbers. You get the rough numbers from the distributor.
Who gonna sit there and run through all them numbers and add all that up?
And then like it's not. They don't even. I don't even think when they do that, especially with Apple Music, the numbers you get, they don't even like bust down your demographics. You know what I mean? Like so with Spotify, when I go into my thing, like I see age groups. I see
don't tell me it's too hard for them to do it. Hell, they gotta, you know,
everything else, brother.
Hire an intern to do it for you. Shit.
They just choosing not to, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what it is.
Right. So, any future projects? What about some future projects? I know you said you working. You're always working. What you if you?
I'm working.
What you got coming out for us next, man?
Valleys.
That's a EP, tape, album.
That's a tape.
That's the name of it.
That's a tape. Valleys. Valleys, and we got
You got a track list for it, or?
I don't have a track list. I got a rough idea.
Rough idea where you going with it?
Yeah, it's gonna be a multiple of 3.
Okay.
It's gonna be a multiple.
3, 6, 9, 12.
Might be 12. Might be a little 12.
Might be 21.
Might be 12. It ain't gonna be 21. I ain't gonna do no 21. I give you 2 projects before I do 21 in one. But it's gonna probably be about around 12. I already got some merch designs. I wish my phone died or whatever, but like I said, we already started designing merch for it. Yeah. Already got a couple tracks in the bag, and that's gonna be the one we really go behind. Everything else between here and Valleys is really like, you know, just a build up promo. Yeah. I'm gonna drop. I most definitely got some singles. I got some singles already locked and loaded, just ready to go. Yeah. Get some graphics for those, and just dropping singles, bro. And I'm gonna come with some visuals and stuff like that. I promise the people I'm gonna do some visuals this year. But it's the time though. I feel like 2019, man, is really just a year. You know what I mean? It's the show. It's like the show and prove. You know what I mean? So that's what it's about.
You got a release date for an idea in mind for Valleys, or?
I want to do it like before the summer. It's like a rough idea, but I don't want to say that and rush it.
Yeah.
Rush it, but like Valleys.
But in your head, you thinking, okay, before summer, I want to at least try to have something.
Yeah, and the way I work, like I say, like man, I'm always recording, so like I got a sound. I know for sure, like the sound, like the wavelength I want it on or whatever. And I'm always recording, so it's like the stuff that is like, all right, cool. Is this Valleys worthy? No, okay, cool. We just go drop it as a single. You know what I mean? Like, you know, this and that. If not, we go tuck it away, and then soon we go sit back and look at probably like a track of 20-something songs and be like, all right, cool, what's gonna make the 12? You know, and this and that. I like what we go come back and work on. So that's what it's about. But for me, it's projects, man. Just dropping more content. And
so it's about consistency, bro.
Yeah, I want to come with more stuff, because I look at my fan base, especially like when I saw that 20K number, it opened my eyes. I'm like, man, there's a lot.
You got something.
Yeah, there's a lot of people out there that's waiting for that, man. They want it. They want it. And like I said, I want to come with some bundles of stuff, like, you know, the merch part of it. Like I said, with some visuals, and not just all music videos. I want to do some different type of visuals too. You know. and stuff like that. So
yeah, collab with a bunch of other local artists and everything too.
Most definitely collab.
Widen your fan base.
Most definitely.
Yeah, cause that's what it's about. I believe that the best way for artists to do is not necessarily pop, collab vertically, but go wide. Mm-hmm. Form that solid foundation, so when you do, pop, and then you get you have that solid foundation. For if you do need to go take a year off hiatus, they're not gonna go anywhere because they've been with you for so long.
You could do that, and I noticed that too. Like when I slowed up, I'm not the type of person to come out and be like, oh man, I did this because of this, so I'm going through this because I'm I'm this and that. You know what I mean? It's just like, man, I move at my own pace, bro. Yeah. It's a blessing and a curse. Yeah. You know what I mean? People appreciate it, and some people be like, man, you be tripping. Facts, man. Facts. But it's like, it's just I was ready for it, like whatever came with it, and it's like when I did that, you notice it's people that's still there waiting for it, especially when you give them something, that's from the heart. You know what I mean? They go appreciate it. They go latch on to it,
Okay. So, tell them where can we all find all your projects at, bro? Because
all my projects, really type in Tre Louis, TreLouis on any streaming platform. If you don't have a streaming platform, just type it in on Google and something will pop up. Okay. You know what I mean? Listen, Late Summers and Alone. You know what I mean? Are the two that I recommend you listen to. If you haven't,
but don't sleep on this old music. I'm not only from coming from a fan, because that's who I am. I am a fan too. Yeah. Don't sleep on this old music. Don't. Yeah. He's gonna tell you not to listen to it because he don't like it no more.
And I got another project too. A lot of people, some people might brush over Kids of Ether.
Okay. But where's that at? That's not on Apple Music. Huh?
No, it's on it. It's on it. You gotta look at it. It's Tre Louis and Gyra. It might be under like the EPs and collab section. You guys just gotta scroll back.
When was that one? When that came out?
It came out 2018.
That came 2018 too?
2018. But that was really me and that was one of them joints. Me and Gyra.
I need to check that one. I must have slipped by me.
Yeah, it's me and Gyra, and we was just in there. And we was like, man, bro, because the way we work is so organic. You know what I mean? Whenever I get in there with him, we just we on go. You know what I mean? Like first 5 seconds sitting down some music playing. We thinking ideas and stuff. Yeah. So it's we was like, man, let's just make a quick little ooh. I think we did that. I think it was man, was it something flooding or something happened earlier this year?
Talking about in 2016? Was it the Great Flood?
It was 2016.
Oh, no, the flood. Was it
something?
The flood in Zachary.
Yeah, when it was flooding. Yeah. Or somewhere earlier last year, something. Something was happening. It was either some type of bad weather had us all locked up in the crib, and we had some recording shit in there, which is man, just get it in. You know what I'm saying?
You got time.
For real. But, that's how it came about. Okay. It's 2019, man. Be expecting a lot.
What else can we expect from you for the rest of the year, bro?
More shows. Like I say,
so you gonna start performing again?
Yeah, I'm gonna start performing again, and I never did merch. I wanna.
You gonna do the merch coming out? Yeah, you got a website built for that, or you gonna get a website?
We got one on the low. We had one, but we revamping it.
Revamped it,
yeah. We revamping it, and just rebranding the team. We going with All Home Runs. That's the name of the team. All Home Runs. That's the mentality. That's the mentality we adopted. Ty actually came up with it.
Home runs?
Yeah, all home runs. That's
the
game.
That.
So be looking for it. Be looking for it, man. Be looking for it. I'm excited, bro.
I'm excited for you, bro. I'm excited. I'm excited for you, and also to hear this new stuff that you got coming out for us.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, the music is it's on a.
That's just one aspect of you, though.
Yeah, you know it's on a different level, man. Yeah, and I know a lot of people, had their own certain end goals, but when I started really learning more about music, I felt personally I never really, I never really shied away. I know some people might look at it man, you did all of this with this project and you just go sit back and not do nothing. You're not scared to lose that. Ooh. But it's man, for me, my end goal is not really to be go down as the greatest rapper. You know what I mean? I feel I'm really more Dame Dash than Jay-Z. I know how certain people, have their own end goals for their craft, for their vision, but for me, I always felt I was more Dame Dash than Jay-Z. I was more P. Diddy than big. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. Like my true passion, the stuff that really like keep me going is like my team will let you know, like, bros, when I'm in there and like I'm not rapping on nothing, but I'm like, man, put this here, move that. You know what I mean? Do that. They're like the executive producing, the other stuff. You know what I mean? Like, so, but that's what it's about for me. You know what I mean? Like just to build it up in transition. You know?
Yeah, man. Man, I can't wait. Cause man, 2019 gonna be a big year for you, bro.
Hey, bro, it is. I'm speaking it into existence.
Law of attraction, baby.
It's gonna be
law of attraction, baby. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, man. All right, so, I mean, that's pretty much we almost done, bro.
For sure.
Yeah, man. It's almost an hour and 30 minutes, bro.
Man.
Time be flying, bro.
Yeah, it be flying when you talking, bro. For real. I enjoyed the conversation.
Yeah, man. So, like, before we wrap up, man, like, tell them one more time where can they find you on all your social media platforms.
All my social media is I'm the Real Tre. That's IMTHEREALTRE. That's on all social media platforms. Just type it in, follow me. I do follow back most of the time. And yeah.
What about the music?
Music, just type in Tre Louis on your streaming service provider, whatever you type it in. Type in Tre Louis, TRELOUIS, and yeah, Late Summers, Alone, Kids of Ether. Those are the 2018 releases, and you can check it out. Bally's coming soon.
Okay, all right, and all right. So, my last question before we wrap up, bro, is how do you plan on using your voice to leave an impact on the world?
That's a good question, bro. I like questions like that. Questions that put me on my toes and shit.
Yeah, man.
But man, I plan on using my voice to impact the world, bro. I wanna inspire, man. I aim to inspire, you know, and it might not even be directly like on some, you know, you could get up and do this, or you could get up and do that, you know what I mean? But if I make something, you know, that inspires somebody to get up and really want to go for theirs, like chase their dreams, that's what keep me going, man. I really love, like, you know, some people, I don't know, like a lot of people have like this like malicious bones in their body, or like, you know what I mean, this and that. It's all a reflection of their own insecurities at the end of the day. But
facts.
Like, I feel like, man, I really love seeing people win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I love seeing people win, and if I could make something that makes somebody want to go win, I'm like, oh man, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Like, let this be the soundtrack to your dub, man.
Yeah, man. I like that. Real, okay, yeah.
That's what it's about.
I can see it now. My pastor boy can say, Alexa, play something by Tre.
Play some Tre Louis.
Play some Tre Louis.
Alexa, play Tre Louis. You know what I mean? Hey, and tell your Alexa, just say, Alexa, play Tre Louis, and she'll find me.
She'll find you.
Yeah. She'll find me. So.
But we'll continue what you were saying about the...
Oh yeah, bro. Just like I said, leaving a positive impact, man.
Yeah.
And it's just really, I wanna inspire, bro. I really wanna inspire people to get up and win. You know what I mean? And just be a better version of yourself, man. Because we all got that ability, bro. Like, you sit and look at everything. Like, you could accomplish everything you think about, man. Like, you could touch everything you wish you had. You know what I mean? You just gotta believe it. You know, you gotta 100% believe it. You can't say you believe it and then when you get by yourself, you really slicked out in this shit. Like, you gotta believe that. You know what I mean? Believe it. And like, for real, if I could make at least one person believe in themselves, bro, I feel like I did my job.
Right,
you know
man. I mean? That's facts, bro. That's facts.
For real.
That's how you gotta live.
For real,
yeah.
Man. For real.
Alright, so man, that pretty much wraps up our interview, bro.
Hey,
yo, that's great having you on the show,
it, bro.
It's great having you on the show, man. So,
for real. I'm just glad to be here, man. I'm glad you had me, man.
Man, look, is there anything I can do for you, bro? Let me know.
Hey, I got you. I'm gonna let you know, bro. When it drops, just keep posting for me, man. I appreciate every repost.
I got you.
Click.
You know, put you on the playlist. I'm gonna bring back the playlist. I am gonna bring back the playlist.
Yeah.
I've just been like, I had to hold off because you know it's hard for me to find.
Bro, it's hard sipping through local music.
Local music.
That and local music
especially
and quality.
And then I gotta find you. Yeah. So if I don't find, it's hard for me to find because it's hard. It's a challenge for me to do that every month because I do it every month because I don't have the manpower to do that shit every week.
Yeah.
Or every so often. I have to do it to do it every month. I literally have to like be on social media and find you. And then you have to have enough more content for me to sift through, like most recent content that I know, because I know you want me some recents, you know, and so I can put you on social. I I have to find you on social media first, because if you ain't on social media, I'm not gonna. I don't know who you are, and then I won't. And so what if I put you on there? People ain't know. They're not gonna know to go to this person to go hit that link.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then you say the good quality too.
I feel that.
Yeah, it's
hard, man.
It's hard to go through local music. People who are aspiring to get to that level, who aren't there yet. You know what I'm saying? So,
and another thing, when it's like, you first starting it, so it's not like people was looking to hit you up to get on it all the time. You know what I mean?
Like people they weren't hitting me up after work where they come on. It's like I literally did it myself out of the kindness of my heart. Oh, I like that. I'm putting it on, and that's how it was going on. You know. Well, people still ain't hitting me up about it yet. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But that boosts your following, though. That boosts your following.
Yeah, it do. Because they don't know me. Yeah. And then I put their song on the playlist, and I promote the playlist. And I say, go check out this artist. And they get notified that I post you in my story, and they like it. They like it. They put it in their story, and if they followers like what I'm doing, then I gain a few followers off of doing that.
Oh yeah, for real. I already know, man.
Man. But a lot of the artists I think I fuck with, they really appreciate from me doing that.
Man, I really appreciate it, bro. I appreciate all the support, man. You know what I mean? And as much like, no matter like how much shit I talk, you know what I mean? I'm really like one of the most humblest people, bro. You know what I mean? There really be a lot of like people around me. They tell me I be too humble and like laid back. I be like, man, that's just me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's me. You know what I mean? I'm really appreciative, bro, because it's like a lot of people don't understand, man. All of this means nothing, man. It means nothing. You know what I mean? And like, you just gotta keep your soul right, bro. Keep your spirit right. It's all about how you treat people. You know what I mean? That's what it's about, bro. It's about the love and energy you put out. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta put out positive energy, bro. Like, and it's too hard. Like when you being real, bro, it take time to hate.
Oh, bro, it takes time to hate. Bro, it's like you're sitting there telling me that you have time out of your day to sit there on someone else's profile or whatever and literally type a negative comment,
and spew negativity.
How shitty is your life that you got to do that?
Like for real, bro. That be a reflection of the people. That's why I don't even like I don't know. I really reached the point, bro. Like certain stuff, like it just rolled off of me. You know what I mean? And like I say before I say 2018 and stuff like that, I wasn't at that point, man. I was reactionary. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like stuff like that. But it's like, man, it rolled off. Like you look at some of you'll know, like, man, you say that because you don't like yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't do nothing but, I'm gonna just wish better for you, bro.
Yeah, have you ever clicked on one of them trolls' profiles to see what, just to see?
Oh yeah, bro. It's the most definitely.
It's the people who they ain't doing nothing with their life.
Like that's what it is, bro.
They just sitting there spooning because they hate their own, because they hate.
For real. And if you're doing anything, I feel like if you 100% invested in anything you doing genuinely, bro, you're not ever like, you never go knock somebody else for doing anything, because you have a certain like level of appreciation
and
respect, bro, for like the time, the energy,
and the effort that it takes to get for them to do what they do, and you don't have the time to dedicate the beat to spit negativity,
to spew negativity on what other people doing, man.
Nah,
you know
man.
What I'm saying? So like I say, bro, like I tell people, bro, just stay positive, man.
Stay positive. Stay positive.
Just stay positive, man. And keep your soul right, man.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about, bro. Because like I said, the more you put positivity out into the universe, bro, the more it's gonna come back.
You reap what you sow, man. You go reap what you sow, most definitely.
Most definitely, man.
You go reap what you sow.
Again, that goes back to the law of attraction.
For real.
If you talk positivity, you're gonna get positivity.
I believe in the law of attraction, bro. I found that around that time too, bro. It's a lot of it's a lot of joints. I'm gonna shoot you, like, just
do that. Put me on. Put me on. Update my reading list. Like I should show you my bookcase. It's filled with books that I just need to continuously read.
And see, I'm the type of person, bro. I find one thing I like, and I reread that shit. Like that's how I am. Like especially with like Robert Greene books. Yeah. Like I reread them, bro. Like. And you find gems or like different stuff come back to you, you know what I mean? Like in different ways and stuff like that. Because I don't really read a lot of like story books and fiction books and shit. Like most of the books I read are more so like just like human behavior patterns or like just introspective books, you know what I mean? Like really just like stuff like that, you know what I mean? History or something, but like that's it. Well, like I say, appreciate you having me,
No
man.
problem,
You know, we
brother.
could sit here and talk all day.
We could,
bro.
we can sit here and talk
Really.
all day, and before you know it, it's gonna be 2, 3. But I know y'all not gonna really watch that long.
Yeah.
So
What time is my phone died?
Yeah. What time is it now?
Yeah. Where we at?
Shit, it's 9:25, my brother.
We good.
Yeah, it's 9:25, and we an hour and damn near 40 minutes in.
That's
But
dope.
if you made it to the end of this video,
If you did,
I just want to say thank you. It was a long one, and if you sit there and you was watching the entire video, or if you just listen,
you might have to chop it up into 2 parts.
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't?
I don't.
respect it.
I don't do that. I don't do that. You know, because I want y'all to.
Yeah.
I want y'all to catch the whole thing.
I
Pause
feel
it and you can come back to it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you.
You know, but hey, if you watch the whole thing or you was just listening on the podcast, thank you. You know, because you didn't have to do that for me.
Thank you.
So, but if you like this video in any way and you found the information entertaining, you learned something, click that like button for me. Please click that like button. And if you liked it, ask that you please subscribe to the channel. Don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. You know that red button, ask that you click it. And then click that bell so you'll be updated whenever I drop a new video to this channel, man. So you don't miss a single thing. With that being said, I'm your host, CJ King. My guest is...
I'm Tre Louis.
And you've been locked in with the CJ Brand Experience on episode 16 of the Black Voice Podcast. Thanks for tuning in. We out.
Thank you.